Hello, welcome one and all. So, I'm just going to do some tests a minute, folks. Looking a bit tired. I think it's from our mine explore we did a few days ago. Forsaken, hi mate. I've just been watching Maffers and Shazer's video regarding the fuel depot up North Cornwall. There was not North Cornwall, was it? It's Plymouth side of Cornwall. Think I'm going to have to go to have a look at that. I've got a reasonable idea where that is. So I think we should make a concerted effort to get up there. Right, that's coming through okay. Right, so welcome, folks. Hope you're doing all good. Just going to mention a few names. Danny, hi, Danny. Forsaken, hi, Forsaken. Jeff, hi there. Who else? James, is it? James, hi, James. How you doing? So, well, we've been quite busy, haven't we, folks? I've not really banged out a great deal of videos apart from the mine explores. So I do apologise about that. I've got one in the departure lounge, and it's what me and Adam did yesterday. We had a look at a Royal Observer Corps bunker. We was asked to do so by IKS Exploration, so we have done it, folks. And yeah, it sounds good, mate. Yeah, next week, I think I've got a few days at the end of next week off, so I can get there, folks. And if we talk on Instagram or whatever, then I'm sure we could rendezvous. I have been in communication with the canteen, if you know where that is, at Maker Heights. So I could always meet you guys there, maybe at some stage. So it's just an idea right now. Um, do you know the canteen? Yeah, no worries. Yeah. It'll probably be the end part of next week. I'm thinking. Um, but yeah, the whole area is on my to-do list. To be fair, so yeah, we're gonna do it. I see that Captain Cornish has done a few things around there, which is really good. So it's like I said, it's been on my radar for probably 5, 6 years. Okay, yeah. If you go on Google Maps, Forsaken, and type in the canteen at Maker, I'm sure you'll find it. Yeah, it's uh, it's quite an interesting place because the canteen is like a World War II Nissan hut. It's more than one, and there is a HAA battery there, and Palmerston forts and what have you. Because I know that you guys have done a few things regarding the Palmerston forts, which is pretty darn cool. So yeah, so we're still recovering from our underground adventure the other day, folks. As you can probably tell, I've heard from David. I did hear from Chris the other day. I think Chris is good. So we've got some more underground stuff coming, folks. But I'm not sure when. So I need to talk with rest of the crew regarding that. So yeah, should be good. Should be good. Charlotte, hi there. Yeah, we don't always like to mention the names, Charlotte, because we just don't want anyone going down there without equipment and knowledge. So you might have noticed we don't do that. It's underground etiquette because likes of the Carbis Bay crew and the Cornish Mine Explorers, their policy is not to name the mines. And, you know, but never mind, it's okay. You've done it now. Yeah. But not to worry. But I hope you're good. Have you done any paranormal investigations, Charlotte? Be good if you. It'd be great to see them. So yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Ahoy, Captain. How you doing, mate? You all right? So yeah, we're we're a little bit worn out, folks, because we did really put a lot of effort into that mine explorer. We were underground about 200 meters, which is quite a way down, really. Yeah, not bad, Captain. So yeah, we were, full on. Now I've got this ROC post one to release yet. I'm sure. Good evening, Mark. How you doing, mate? I'm sure if you were really, really keen on to find this particular one, you would find it. But I'd just like to say we had permission from the landowner, folks. Me and Adam went to the landowner at this ROC post and he gave us permission, which is flipping awesome. It's so great to be able to go to a location and actually have permission to be there. So me and Adam were quite chilled out. We had a coffee and we had a sandwich and we documented it in a archaeological eye, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that video will be going live. I might do it tonight, folks. I don't know. It depends really. Um, but yeah, it's a good one. Next week, we're planning a paranormal investigation at a place that we've not done before. Me and David, and or me and Mrs. Kernow. I'm not really sure. I need to talk to David, so I'll talk to him tomorrow. We're out, I think, tomorrow afternoon with the complete crew. Well, not every member of the crew, folks. It's Chris and Sophie and David. We're out with them tomorrow doing some urbex. Now, we haven't actually done any proper urbex for a while. Um, you enjoyed it, Mark? Oh, that's good, mate. Yeah, I'm really pleased you enjoyed that. I wasn't sure. Hello, Tim. How you doing, mate? Tim, yes, yes. There's loads, mate. Now, I've got a family connection to one, which is the Tolgus Tin Works, which is just outside of Redroof. And my great granddad, which is my grand's dad, used to work at Tolgus Tin, and it's a Cornish stamps, which was water driven. And if you don't know what a stamps is, it's a series of lump hammers. This is just for demonstration. That's the surface. So the lump hammer would go up on a cam and bang down and bang down, and usually it's a bank of four stamps, and then it was another bank of four and another bank of four. So you can imagine the rods going bang 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 bang. Apparently, Cornish stamps made a massive amount of racket, and you could hear it from miles off. Ah, right, yeah, that's all right, isn't it? So yeah, processing was all over the place. A lot of rich mines like Wheel Pever, they had everything all in house. So they had a winding engine, which is or Cornish term is whim, for winding the men up and down in the shaft and raising the materials out of the ground by a kibble, which is an egg-shaped bucket. They had the pump and they had the stamps all on the same mine. It's not often that was the case, but as you probably are aware, we did a drone flight over at the West Wheel Bassett stamps recently. And obviously, Bassett is connected to Lord Bassett de Dunstingville. Um, yeah, sure, Charlotte, no worries. Yeah, yeah, I would like to do a team up with you guys because I think we're all like minded, aren't we? So that's kind of cool. I can get up that way, no bother. That was on my cards anyway. I was planning the end part of next week, so next week's live stream might be subject to change, folks. I might have to do it possibly Friday night, or even Saturday night, or even Sunday night. So we'll have to leave that window open right now. All right, Captain. Yeah, yeah. So we are going underground again. I need to finalise this with the crew. Um, Tim, yeah, there's in the processing side of thing. There's a thing called a labyrinth, which is a tunnel, and basically it's connected to a calciner. A calciner is an ore roaster, where they roasted the ore, and the arsenic came off as a byproduct. The smoke, the chimney was like a snake, and the idea was the arsenic to accumulate on the side of the walls. There's one down at Todpole called Poldice Arsenic Refinery, and my granddad said, "Don't lick the walls." So I'm sure you probably can't get poison nowadays, but I don't think it's wise to go and lick the walls. So yeah, there is traces of things around, but if you know where to look, there's an arsenic refinery in the valley just outside of Redroof. It's called the New Portreaf Road. There was an arsenic refinery there, or calciner. There's another calciner down at the Great Wheel Busy, which is near Chase Water. There's another one that I know about, which is down at West Cornwall near the Crown's engine houses at Batalic. So, and there's another one at Cott Valley, and there's loads of others, folks. We've not really scratched the surface of North Cornwall yet, but we are planning a visit over to Minions. It's a big mining area. Sarah, hi there. Oh yeah, radon. Now that's a natural gas, folks. In the years gone, they put in a radon. It's a pump basically. It's the air that's in your sump. JMR, hi mate, how you doing? Blimey, 14 in tonight, crikey. That's a pretty good, isn't it? So you got to know what you're doing. Now, I used to work for the National Trust at Eastpool Mine, and I was a tour guide there and faculty's assistant. So I did actually talk quite a bit about Cornish mining. I do know a fair bit about it as well. Um, so yeah, you are talking to probably one of the best YouTubers for Cornish mining relating to the subject. Yeah, we don't really go underground a great deal, folks, but I do know a lot about the processing and the terms used. I don't know about that, Sarah, but I do know that the gas can be dangerous. So that's why they put in these here vents in the sump of the old houses to get rid of that there gas. I like Par Market. Do you know, I've not been up there for years, mate. Don't know what it's like now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the Explore video the other day, folks. I have got one more part to edit from this, which is the 360. It's still dirty from the other day. I've not even cleaned it yet. Um, I've still got one more part. It's a 15-minute video. I'm going to let it go up for members first, and then 2 or 3 days after the members have seen it, I will let that go public. It's the final part of our Mine Explore, and it is 360. I think what I might do, I don't know if you guys want this or no, but would you like a video where it's proper 360? What I mean is, right, if you're watching it on your phone, if you turn your phone around, it will move around as well. Now, I know our friend, the Secret Vault, has done that a few times. I can do it. I haven't done it. Would you like to see that? Would you like to have that option so you can possibly view it at your leisure at all? Yeah, that's right, Sarah. Yeah, we had them in our old house. We used to live in a miner's cottage in the town. Yeah, yeah, Eastbourne Mine's pretty good, folk. If you you know, if you like to see a mine that's in its as it was basically, then it's a good place to visit. Yeah, Mitchell's Whim. Now, Whim is Cornish for winder. Doesn't work anymore. It used to work when I was there. The reason I don't work there now, folks, is because when um, the sea came along in 2020, I don't want to mention the name because I don't want to get a strike, but you know what I mean by the sea? You know what we all had? Yeah, don't put it in the comments, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Um, Basically, it closed, and I was never invited back. Um, and I just gave up basically because of the new custodian. I'm not really keen on her, to be honest, for various reasons. I'm not going to get into it, but let's catch up with the chat. Yeah, what do you reckon, Captain? 360, so you can actually move your phone around, or if you're watching it on your PC, you use your mouse, and you can actually look at you want to look at sort of thing. I might give that a go. I know I can do it. I just haven't done it because I'm an idiot. But there you go. Below safety levels, right? Okay. Um. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, you can, mate. Yeah, it's all to do with like if you buy yourself one of these, because this is the X3. There's an X4 out now, which is even newer than this, but I can't justify buying it because this works very, very well, and it cost me 500 quid, which is quite a bit of money, isn't it? Really, not everybody can afford 500 quid just like that. Um, the thing is with that camera, it's all to do with the edit. I'm looking for a selfie stick, but when I was underground, folks, the selfie stick disappeared. You couldn't see it because it's got a clever way of overdoing it. Why doesn't the wheel work at Eastpool Mine? Now, apparently, the National Trust believe that the engine has moved for some reason, the beam up the top or the bob, and because of alpha and safety, they won't run it. They can run it. It is functional, but they won't for various reasons, But it's basically health and safety, that horrible thing that just should be common sense at the end of the day. Lol, Tim. Yeah. So I take it you guys would like to see the 360, the proper 360, where you can actually turn it around yourselves without, because in the edit I can either do it myself, which I did on the last two videos. Um, let's get rid of that window there a minute. There we go. Or you guys can do it. Okay, mate. Yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a whiz. Let you know when that will go live. That will probably go up for members initially because I've not done anything for the members for a couple of days. So it's about time I did, really. So that will go up for members, and then a couple of days after that will go for public viewing at your leisure, pleasure. Right. Okay. Just multitasking here, folks, is a bit difficult for a brain like I've got. Right. Let's just recap. So the last three videos are underground. So the first video and the second video was filmed with the action camera, which is this one, which is the 3. That's the 3, but I've also got the 5 here somewhere. Oh, there it is. This is the 5 that we use. Now, we do normally use this for everything, folks, but on this particular day, we needed multiple cameras. So Chris had the 3 and I had the 5. And I did get asked why did we Sarah, yes, there is. It's basically at Morwell Ham Key, which is in Devon, but it's just over the border. Um, you can pay at the museum at Morwell Ham, and you can walk up the hill slightly and then jump on the wagons, and it takes you into the mine and it gives you an in-depth tour. There's no other mine that I know of apart from Givor, and there is Cornish Mine Adventures, which is a group down in West Cornwall that do underground tours as well. Yes, I will be, Captain. Yeah, yeah, but not for a short time. My passion is steam engines, and of course, when I was there, I was the chief steam engine cleaner and fire warmer. And the engine is not there at the moment, and my good friend James is no longer the manager. So I've got no direct connection there right now. I've got a few friends that are still there, of course. Tim, it is, mate. Yes. Yeah. Danny, do I have a bike video? I think I've got one on the backlog, Danny. Yes. Yeah, I think I've got about three videos in the backlog, just motorcycle rides. Now, I'm currently in the process of building a new workshop to house our growing collection of bikes and scooters. And we're slowly equipping ourselves with some tools, folks. I've got a new compressor now, which is a 50 litre, but also I bought that recently. That's a little jet blaster, which is for the compressor. I don't want to turn this into an unboxing, folks, but I'm just going to briefly show you my new spray guns because we're going to be doing a bit of spray work. So this is a set that I bought on eBay. This is a little small spray gun. I'll just dance over it quickly, folks. So it's got a small little hopper there, and it's got a gauge with it as well. So that's a small one for spray painting, which we can do. And a member of our crew is qualified spray painter. That is David, a member of my crew. And also we've got the slightly larger one, which I'll I don't want to bring it into a different channel, but here's the full size one, folks, as you can see. And I'll just want to dance over it quickly. It's not all about that. Just as you can see, it screws on there like that. I'm a bit cag-handed right now. Yeah, it's not going to go on, but you get the idea, folks. So we're going to be doing bike spray work and what have you. So it should be really good. Actually, I've made a complete cock up of that. Nothing like putting myself on the spot. Right. So yeah, we bought two of those, so we can do a bit of spraying now. Once the workshop is complete, which is not complete yet, folks. Let's catch up with some chat. Oh, do you mean a cycle ride, Danny? Yes, I did. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I cycled. Let's just go back in time a little bit. There we go. Portreif tramline cycle. That was the part two in a way, because we did the Scorrier down to Devon, and then we went from Scorrier a couple of days ago, or 6 days ago, a week ago, all the way down to Portreif. So that was quite good. I need to check the drones actually, because I'm not really sure what footage I've got on those at the minute. So, and also we did a video over at the pits at St. Erf, didn't we? That's been fairly well received, to be honest. And but yeah, It's all good, isn't it, folks? It's all good. It's going the right way, isn't it? Hello, Mark. How you doing? I'm not going to be on that long tonight, folks. Probably another 20 minutes because I'm feeling really tired, and Mrs. Kernow, bless her, has been doing quite a few things off camera. So bless her. Right. Does anybody have any questions? What's this, Tim? Smuggler's Way, is that a place, mate, or do you want to see something regarding smuggling? Because I've got something. I'm not sure. There's another YouTuber called Wendell Explores that went to this particular place, and it's steeped in smuggling history. So I might have to visit that location at some stage. Um, I've got some drone video from yesterday with Adam, which is a standalone video. It's just a drone video in its own right, and it's to do with Tresloffin Woods, folks, which is out near Camborne. Um, so I'm going to be releasing that video soon. Plus, we've got the ROC post to release, and I've got 360 a video there that nobody's seen yet. I've not even looked at it, so I need to do that as well. So how many have I got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 videos in the editing, not even looked at yet, folks. So I need to get my ass in gear and get on with that, don't I? Adam's not going to be in chat today. He's had to visit the Big Smoke. Yeah, he had to go near London today for something, folks. It's nothing to do with YouTube or anything like that. Chris, there's Chris. So how are you feeling, Chris? Are you still feeling a bit drained from our Mine Explorer? Now, Chris Cook there, folks, he is a member of my crew. He is cameraman number 2, and it was pretty full on. I'm still feeling it a bit, Chris. I don't know about you, mate. Are you completely recovered or no? I don't know if David's watching now. David, are you watching?
Yeah, Dave. Hello, Dave.
My wife, nah, Dave. I like winding David up, but he does it back. He's getting used to giving it back, folks. Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow. Don't say too much about anything, Chris, because we can't. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right, I've put myself on the spot, and right. Okay, let's go back to maps and let's just have a chat about some potential areas in Cornwall that we want to go and film at, folks. I'm not going to say precise locations. It's just a rough guesstimate. Now, me and Adam were talking recently, and there's an airfield which we have not documented before, somewhere in Cornwall. I'm not going to tell you where it is for various reasons, but it's, where is it? Here it is. There we go. It was an airfield that used by Spitfires and Hurricanes and Beaufighters and things like that. The actual runway was not tarmacked or hardcored. It was grass. No, there's not many grassed airfields in Cornwall. Jeff, I can probably email you the location, mate, if you would like it. But I'm sure that you will know something about this particular place because today, part of it is an active military site, and we do not go anywhere near an active military site. So what we're going to do is we're going to access the parts that are derelict, which are not anywhere near the active area, and which date from World War II, because there's some pillboxes there. I think they're type 22. I'm not sure actually. And there's a couple of bunkers there, folks, which we want to go and film at. And this has been on the cards for a little while, to be fair. I'm not going to mention location in any form whatsoever, but there's a lot of things that are interesting. And if you know where to look, and you can gain access via public footpath, folks, which is obviously you're allowed to do that. I'd just like to say that we never go to any active site ever. So, just want to get that one in there. Okay, no worries, mate. Yeah, thanks for dropping in. Hopefully catch you soon, all right? Yes, Danny, yes. Yeah, yeah. There's one that Danny might know about where one of our friends, the Underground Exploring, the chap that has balls of steel, we're planning to do that. And also there's another one that we want to do underground as well. So there's potentially two more locations that we want to do underground. Sarah, there is bunkers on private land. Yeah. I think going forward, what we're trying to do now is to gain permission. Now, the ROC post we went to yesterday, I'd just like to thank Adam, Two Wheel Exploration. I asked him, go and knock on the door, and he did, and he got permission. So, that is awesome, isn't it? Tim, yes, it was, mate. Oh, yeah, you got to believe it. Every part of the Cornish coast back in the 1700s and even before, there was wrecking. And what they would do is they would knock out the lighthouse and they would light a horse and cart with hay on it and drag it along the cliff edge, which would draw the ships in, and then they would get wrecked. And then the wreckers would come down and take all the goods and dispatch any crew that were left. So yeah, wrecking was a big thing down here in Cornwall. Sarah, yeah, there is obviously, yes, you are correct. There is that one which is on the radar, but there's something else as well. There's another two, but I just don't want to say, for various reasons. But yeah, that is definitely on our radar, that location that you said, which is just over the border in Devon. So we might have to get our passport stamped when we go over there. Also, there's another airfield that I was made aware of recently, and I've got to figure out where it was. Here it is. Yeah, Yolverton. There was an airfield there, folks, and that's been featured on another YouTuber's channel. I think that runway originally was hard standing, but you can see on Google Maps, if you were to look, you could see where the cross of the airfield is, and there's a lot of hard standing still there. There's quite a few Spitfire pens there as well. So yeah, that is definitely an interesting one, isn't it? Good Lord, Sarah, that's amazing, eh? Yeah, of course, Tim. Yeah, there is that place as well. Yeah, yeah, that's really good, isn't it? Right. Another 5-10 minutes, and I think we're going to call it, folks, because I am feeling quite tired tonight. I've been busy getting this camera ready for our expeditions tomorrow. This is the Pocket 3, as you can see. It's quite a good camera, actually. So this one's ready for tomorrow. Just got to make sure that the mic is charged up. So there's the mic there, folks. That's the DJI Mic 02. We've got that one. Plus we've got, yeah, that came with the camera, but I've also got them here as well. These are the mics 02, as you can see. So we've actually got 3 of them. See that? Pretty cool stuff, folks. What I normally use this one with, I usually use this one with the Action 5 because they work seamlessly. You don't need to worry about cables or anything like that. So you can mic up 2 people on that camera and it's bloody brilliant. Oh, Danny, you're off here, mate. Really good stuff. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Well, thanks for dropping in, Danny. Keep yourself posted. That's okay. It's okay. You're okay. Yeah. Thanks for dropping in, Danny. Nice to see you, mate. Yeah. So we'd use the modern kit now, folks, and we do have a lot of the older kit as well, which is still fully functional, like this camera here. That's the Action 3. It's looking a bit dirty right now because it's been underground, but yeah. Yeah, that's really cool, Sarah, that you've got ancestry like that. You know, it's amazing, isn't it? It's good stuff. Now, talking about ancestry, I've got blood relations in Michigan and in Shannon in Ireland, and I've got relations in Yorkshire, and the rest of my family are here in Cornwall. My dad's family have been in Cornwall. We traced it back about 250 years, which is quite a long time, but obviously there is other Cornish families that have been here a lot longer than that. But we came from Ireland, apparently. So it's quite interesting, isn't it? So I've got Irish, English, and well, not American, because they went to America because of the mining, basically. So that's my grand side of the family. My grand side of the family um, are basically Cornish thoroughbreds, you know. But it's like every family, folks, here in Cornwall, the blood is diluted now, and you know, there's not many real deep Cornish still left around. You know, I do class myself as Cornish because obviously I have got Cornish ancestry, I've got a Cornish accent, and I was born here, and that does make you Cornish. Right. Any questions before we go? I know you guys like to ask some questions, but yeah, we've got a lot on the agenda. Tomorrow and or Saturday, we're out doing urbex with the crew, which is great because we don't see Chris and Sophie very much. Like obviously we don't see them every day, sort of thing. Wow, Tim, that's amazing, mate. That is bloody awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I've got some connection to London, mate. Craig, hi mate, how you doing? Bloody hell. That's amazing, eh? Yes, my granddad, my mum's dad, Frederick, who I kind of look like, he was in the Royal Engineers, and he was based in Cornwall, just briefly during the war, and then he was over in France. So I'm really proud of him. You know, he's a good chap. And then my uncle Jim, who's on my dad's side of the family, he was a desert rat, folks, and he's seen a lot, and he was shell shocked. And he was slightly deaf because of the gunfire, you know, because he's that close to guns that gun boom, boom, boom. When you've been like that, you do go deaf, and he used to wear an hearing aid. And yeah, my mum's mum, she was an ARP, air raid prevention or warden. and she would shout, "Shut that bloody light out!" Bless her. Right. Any questions before we go, folks? Because I really am running out off reserves at the minute. Any questions? Wow, mate, that's amazing, eh? Now, this is something for you, right? This is a bit local, and it's from World War II, because obviously you know that we're passionate about that subject, and we've got a lot more to do regarding that. My granddad was at the end of his apprenticeship at the beginning of World War II, which was in 1939. He did a 5 years apprenticeship as a blacksmith down at Bizzo, which is just outside of Truro, which is our capital city here, our only one, right? And right at the beginning of the war, he seen an aircraft which was a Ju-88, which is a bomber, and it came up over the Poundwell Viaduct, which is the railway track which goes from Truro to Falmouth. And he said it came down through the valley, and he said he's seen the gunner in there swinging his gun around like this. And because he was fairly young at the time, I think he must have been about, let's figure this out, 18. So my son's age. He absolutely bricked it, folks. He shit himself, not literally, but he bricked it, and he hid down away, and it scared the holy crap out of him. So that is a gospel. That's gospel, that is, folks, because my granddad told me that himself. There's no way he would lie to me. So, that's a true connection down here in Cornwall. Now, Adam's relations, I think, now Adam's not in at the minute, so he can't really back me up on this, but he said to me that one of his relations was in a small rowing boat with his mate up the Carrick Roads, which is the river which goes from Falmouth all the way up to Truro. We've been on it with the boat, folks. We got to do that again before we go back to work, me and David. They seen this German aircraft. I don't really know what it was. It could have been a Ju-88. It could have been a He-111. Don't know, but it was a two-engine aircraft, and this aircraft went by, and the guy was waving to them like this, and they wove back. Bloody amazing, isn't it? Really, when you think about it. So, real history there. Tim, your grandfather might have known my Uncle Jim. His name was James Henry Palmer, and that's my direct descendant. Yeah. So he was in the Ardennes, and he was driving trucks because he was a truck driver as well. So he used to drive the trucks. I think it might have been a Bedford QR or something like that. And he heard this phew, phew. It was obviously a bullet, and it was a sniper, folks, right? So he got out of his truck, got his Lee-Enfield rifle, and he seen this figure in the tree. So he just dispatched him. Bang! Killed him outright, and he took his badge. It was a aluminium eagle with a black swastika on it, and I've got that somewhere. I don't know where it is right now, but David and Chris have seen it, and that's a war relic, folks. Obviously, it's not a nice thing to kill someone, but it's either kill or be killed back then. So it's amazing what went on during the war. I'm not really fascinated by war itself, but I've got a deep interest in World War II and the Cold War, and we have done for a long time. And obviously, when I'm out with Adam, it reflects, and it's something that we're both passionate about. And we will be revisiting a World War II radar site again real soon. I've got to finalise that with Mr. Adam, Mr. Two Wheel, Mr. TWEX himself. So if you're not subscribed to Adam, please do so. Share the love, folks. Right, I'm going to head off now. I'm going to give you a couple of moments to put any questions in if you have any. Right, I've got to call David after the live. So David is watching by the looks of it. So David, hey! He's gay, folks. He's the only gay in the village. I'm only joking. I'm joking. He's not gay. He's just likes a bit of a joke. That's all. But anyway, oh wow, that's good, isn't it? Okay, Jeff. Thanks, mate. I'll send you some information about what we want to look at, but please don't make it public, mate. Only send it to me and Adam. Anyway, I'd just like to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We should be back out tomorrow, unless something else turns up, folks. I can't guarantee that we're going to be out tomorrow, but it all depends on Chris and David because it's beyond my control at the minute. So we're going to try our best to do something tomorrow. We'll try our best to do something Saturday. Some of the video I've got to put a couple on the backlog, folks, because I've let that slide a bit. The thing is, over the last few days, as you probably are aware, the weather has been up and down, up and down, up and down, and I just get fed up with it. And I just lose inspiration, folks. And when I lose inspiration, I just can't really do anything about it. But anyway, there is some stuff coming, and I'll see you next week, another live stream. I'm not really sure about next Thursday. I'm not really sure if I'm going to meet these other guys, but I may do. So thank you, Mark. Yeah. As we say in Cornwall, cheers and gone. And cheers and gone. Anyway, see you later, folks. Bye for now. Take it easy. See you soon. Cheers.